Hey everybody, welcome to Dungeons and Drams. Sorry for the slightly late start. I just want to welcome everybody here. We have a full house. So we have Molly, Ed, Clifton, Jason, Adriana. For those of you that weren't here last week, Adriana just joined us, and we'll give a little recap in a couple minutes. But welcome everybody.
Yay!
Hello.
What's
up, DM? What's up, my favorite, not so favorite DM?
Frenemy DM.
I'll take that. I like that. I think every DM should instill some level of fear. So
You do it well.
For sure.
Nice. So I believe most of us are drinking some form of peated scotch tonight. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yep.
I think so. That seemed to be the theme tonight on the Discord, the old Discord. So
Yeah. I do like that there was really no prompting for that. Somebody just said peat, and I was like, I'm all in.
Well, no, Adriana and I were on another stream last week, I think, and we were talking about I want something like peaty and dark for tonight. So
Nice.
that's kind of why we decided on that.
I like it.
Yep.
How about the chat? What are you guys drinking tonight? Are you drinking some peat with us? That'd be awesome. And
Or
I'm
drink
actually going to
bourbon.
be transitioning.
or drink bourbon.
I'll be transitioning into Pete. I thought I'd start with some bookers in honor.
Well, that
of
makes
my pet.
sense.
That still hits hard in a different way.
Yeah.
Right? I felt like I had to, but I've got Pete next to me. Don't worry.
Steve is drinking my barrel pick, which is great. I think I have 2 bottles left of that. It's finally almost gone. It's really good, but like I'm ready to move on from it. Just I want to pick more stuff.
I was gonna say, Bill, if you kill Booker, I will literally kill you, and I will go chuck some Bookers.
Yeah.
Please don't
Yeah.
kill Booker.
You know, I might.
You already killed Salt.
Oh man.
yeah, I
that
feel like
was-
after Salt, after Salt got
That was
killed,
enough.
I think everyone is up for grabs
Yeah.
at this
Yeah.
point.
I think dogs and
That's-
kids are off limit. Although he already killed
Yeah,
Tim
you-
Brand.
Ah,
So
I mean, I started
Almost.
Well, he brought Tim
Almost.
back.
Oh, you guys brought Tinbrin back.
Well, kind of.
All right, cool. Well, real quick before we get started, is there anything anybody would like to talk about, announce, anything with your own channels, just so we can kind of put that out there? Completely free time if you want.
I do want to mention that Scott and I are in the middle of possibly getting another Westland American single malt pick. And I think that could be a good opportunity for maybe some of us to collaborate. I'm looking for a few good tasters. Maybe something that we can, thematically do something a little bit for our Dungeons and Drams channel. And
Ooh.
there's quite the selection of Westland single casts we're gonna have to choose from. So it might be pretty cool for us to do together.
Nice.
That sounds awesome.
Wow.
Can we just call it Twerk Brand? or
Yeah, we
Twerk
might.
Dick?
Twerk Dick single malt.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's the
Yeah.
singly.
Yeah, twerk pants American single malt. I don't know. Yeah, and
Love
that
it.
in that spirit, I brought open one of my favorites, 10-year Springbank local barley, baby.
Ah,
Ooh,
fun.
nice.
Wow.
Yeah.
I got to try
Springbank kind of nice.
I got to have a 19-year-old Springbank when I was at the vault this last weekend. That was, oh boy, that was so good. It's so funny how long it took me to get into Springbank, and I realized it was just I was drinking the 10-year, and I should have been buying all the expensive stuff instead. So,
Obviously.
obviously.
Well, I'll do a shout out as well. So this week on my live stream, I'm doing a blind flight of the Remus Repeal Reserve batches 3, 4, 5, and 6.
Ooh.
So people have been asking how the 6 compares to the previous releases. So I figured the best way to do it is to do it blind. So that's this Thursday.
Yeah.
I already reviewed the 6. It wasn't really rated very high, but I'm like, you know what? I got to blind it to get a full.
Do you feel like it's unfair to kind of even, because I know everyone's immediate inclination is to say this is as good as a 5, but I feel like you can't really. It's kind of an impossible task to put it against that one, because that whiskey was so much older. I feel like the only way you can do it is to put it against 1, 2, 3, and 4.
I guess, but they set their own bar there. So I mean, they kind of did that to themselves. So
That's fair.
I mean, we'll do it
I
blind.
mean,
Sure.
they did, but I don't think I think it's unfair for everyone to expect that every release is going to be like that now. So, but I mean,
Yeah.
that's what you do. That's what you do. The whiskey community. Like, I completely trashed Little Book last week because They went from like putting out all these
Yeah.
ultra aids, small batch like offerings, and all of a sudden, yeah, the next 3 releases. Here's some 3 and 4-year-old whiskey. We're going to tell you to pay $125 for it. Have at it.
Oh, you know, he was busy putting out his like I just had surgery bottle. So
Well, I do want that one though.
Yeah.
mhm.
I
All right.
will.
Yep.
I do want to throw it out there that so my channel did an Alzheimer's fundraiser. Clifton was a big part of that. The Alzheimer's walk is this upcoming Saturday, so the fundraiser link is like still up. If anybody wants to donate, there's no bottles to win left. They've all been won, but that is still going on. If anybody wants to get in
Sure.
before the walk happens.
So
Yeah, if you want to
Adriana,
drop that, if you want to.
yeah.
No, yeah, go ahead.
I was just gonna say drop it in the chat, but also send. If you do that, I'll throw it in the description of this video. So anybody watching in the future, I'm sure they'll take money anytime.
Okay,
So
Yeah.
I don't think she's a mod though, so I don't think she can put a link in the chat.
Oh.
So if you want to just DM me
Oh,
or
yeah.
send
That
it
works.
to me, Adriana, and I'll post it in the chat.
cool.
Okay. I'll do that.
All right. Well, without any further ado, let's talk about where we left off last time. So, sometimes it's fun to ask you guys, but it's been a couple weeks, so I think I'll spare you all the details. So when we last saw our heroes, they had awakened on the beach at the edge of the bush of Jilriel. They heard a rustling in the bushes, and a strange dog with the name tag reading Booker convinced them to follow. They were brought to a temple mostly covered in moss and vines, and strange mist-laden trench surrounding the temple. They swung across it and entered the temple through a giant skull serving as a door. The skull scanned each member and allowed them entrance, all but Knobolas, who was physically attacked, or psychically attacked, and injured. They moved through the mouth of the skull into a large room filled with rock pillars and several lit torches. Booker began barking and drawing attention to a side room and a voice yelling for help. Our heroes mounted a rescue and helped a halfling escaped from a side room with a collapsed floor. She introduced herself as Talon Creek, the great adventurer, and she said she's investigating what would have caused the lizard men in the area to have gained so much strength in the region, and she revealed a keyblade she had retrieved from the Titanic Chasm on Avera. As Alessio began investigating a door on the west side of the room, a number of petroglyphs around the room depicted a history of the gnomes who once inhabited this temple, falling victim to the haze outside, losing their eyesight, and ultimately being overrun by lizard folk. So, we return
Risky whiskey.
within the... Sorry, wait a sec. Oh, that's right. This, I need the new link, because awesome. This happens every freaking time. It's like tradition to not be able to switch the screen. There we go.
Yeah.
There you go.
As is tradition.
All right, cool. Let me get that in here.
Take a drink every time we have a technical problem.
Oh God, I'll be wasted halfway through.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Download. Real
Good thing that didn't start.
Yeah, you'll get
It's
hammered
good
at the
that didn't start
beginning, but then
beforehand.
it'll be okay.
Yeah. You just ride the drunk till the end.
And by that you don't mean you.
Erica might have a problem with that.
Yeah. All right. So, hopefully everybody can see. No, it's still loading. We'll get that in here. It looks like Alessio, you didn't come over for some reason, so I'm going to pull you over. And Daffy, you didn't come over, so I'm going to pull you too.
Pull me.
All right. Now we got music going, so that's a good sign. Boy, so slow.
Oh, weird.
Okay.
This is a very shadowy place.
It is. There we go. Okay. So once again, we are back inside of this temple. You guys are in the room that you just joined up together. And Alessio, you are currently next to a door that appears to be locked.
Yes, I believe we were going to. I remember correctly where we left off. I think we were going to check the store out and pick it if we needed to. How come I thought I remember that the door was slightly ajar? Did I not?
Nope.
Am I
So,
remembering that
the
wrong?
door wasn't ajar, but as you touched it, that was what caused the petroglyphs to start showing the little animation of what had happened at the temple. So the door still remains locked and is ready to go if that's the way you choose to go.
All right, guys. So just group thought here real quick. We want to make quick decisions here, but by touching this door, we watched a Disney animation happen on the walls all around us. Do we
old school
go
Disney, 90s, you know?
Yeah, old school, like black and white.
Mom was dying, horrible things happening. It was great.
I was gonna say more depressing. Yeah.
Is everybody ready to? We want to try to pick this lock and get in here.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Adriana, what do you think, Adriana? What do you think? Do it.
Do it.
No, she's the one that's been trapped here
Go for it.
before.
I know. She's like, get me the hell
Yeah.
out of here.
Let's go.
All right.
All right.
So
I'm gonna use my. I'm gonna try to. I guess. Pick the lock.
Are these pillars here in the middle?
yes.
Okay, I'm gonna hide behind that just in case.
Good.
I'm going to stand right next to the door, immediately adjacent.
Immediately adjacent. Love it. All right.
I like
so
Talon's idea. I'm hiding.
so Jason, go ahead and make a check with your lockpicking tools.
Okay. Is this just my thieves' tool? Same thing, right?
Yep.
All right, got it.
All right.
Also, y'all, this is my first time playing D&D, so.
Oh, well,
Very
welcome.
I'm no longer the noob. Thank God.
All right. So you rolled a 15. So a 15 is enough. So you fiddle around inside the lock. It's a fairly primitive lock actually, and it pops open pretty easily. So the door is now unlocked, and it is all up to you.
All right.
It's time for kicking. Yes.
Do we need
yeah.
dress boot?
Oh,
Agnomeio, why don't you kind of, since you're kind of shorter, why don't you kind of slide in front of me, and then I'll come in right behind you, and then we'll take a look around here. Make
all
sure
right.
no
Here
traps.
we
or-
go. And I throw myself through the door.
Oh my God.
Great.
All right. So you are busting open the door and just walking
Ah,
Oh look, it's a hallway with another door.
I burst through.
through. So
I'm like, hello, and then there's no one there.
So I'm going to pause it occasionally as you guys open up stuff just so I can describe the next rooms and such. So a hallway stretches out before you. The walls, ceiling, and floor are all made of cobblestone. Directly in front of you, a set of steps descends down about 5 feet to a sunken floor. On the far end, you see a wooden door. On the walls, moss seems to grow from between every crack.
Mossy cracks, that is a problem.
Hashtag band name, Mossy Cracks.
You know what? I am rarely the voice of caution, but considering that this entire place seems to be falling down around us, perhaps we should throw something onto the floor right quick and make sure that it's not going to, I don't know, drop us into a giant pit. Yes?
I can agree.
That's a good idea.
That's a good idea.
Yep.
All right, is there like a heavy rock or something around here we could throw on there?
So
Booker, come here, boy.
there's a number of small...
Hey,
I'm the one that said don't kill Booker, and I'm like, hey.
Hey, as long as I don't
No.
kill him, then it's all good.
Booker is not something we throw.
So
Extra checks at all costs.
So there's a number of little stone chips that you can pick up off the floor. No massively heavy rocks in this area, at least.
Okay, well, I'm going to take a handful and scatter them across the ground in front of us.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you do so, and you watch the stones skid across the floor, and nothing seems to happen.
Okay. Well, let's try it. I'm going to start carefully taking my way across.
All right. So hold on.
Yeah,
Alright.
go ahead.
So go ahead.
can we
You're-
see any like dust floating like in the air kind of thing in between the cracks of the rocks?
Dust floating in the air between the rocks. I mean, you'd
Like
have to.
if there was space underneath, you might see
I
like
see.
Air coming up between the cracks.
Well, so you guys are way back in the other room, but I'll let you, if you wanted to come up here and do a perception check of the room before these two guys go barreling through, then we'll rewind a second here.
Okay.
I'm okay with that. I'm not Oops.
Yeah.
Sorry, I should.
I was mainly waiting for when the door opened. Yeah.
Okay.
To make sure that
Well, jump in because you never know what's going to happen
no
here.
traps came
We're going to
open.
run things a little
Never.
bit more real time. So one thing to note: this tunnel is about maybe 5 feet. Well, let's do this. Roll a perception check for me.
Okay.
While you're doing that, you don't need a perception check to know this tunnel's about 5 feet wide. So this is definitely going to be like a single file kind of thing. It's a very small space.
Okay. There it goes.
So 12. Yeah. So as I mentioned, the tunnel's pretty small. It definitely seems to be made for smaller people, and even the size of the roof is only about 6 feet high. So some of you are going to have to duck a little bit in here. Probably house
Knobolas.
gnomes or some smaller humanoid. And that's about all you see.
Gnomes make the best tunnels. We really do. We really do. All right. I will continue to slowly walk
Alright.
across.
So Agnomeio, I would like you to make a dexterity saving throw for me, please.
Oh, here we go.
no.
Oh.
As
Oh, I got disadvantage too because I'm still exhausted.
you do. So a giant flaming pillar.
Oh
no.
I got a 19 and a 3.
So flames erupt from the side of the wall here, and they toast you real good. Although these are up a little higher to probably avoid some of the gnomes, so it mostly scorches your hat. I'm sorry to say.
No.
No.
Now, what's worse, the hat or Booker? I'm not sure. We've
I
known
don't
the
know.
hat longer. So you
I'll
take
let them answer that.
so you take 22 points of fire damage.
Luckily, I'm still wearing my pith helmet on top of my hat, so I believe it will be safe.
That sounds good to
22
me.
points, you say?
22 points. Yep.
22.
Ouch.
That's ridiculous.
Hello, my friends. I believe I have found a trap.
His smoke just comes from the top of your head.
Get the hell out of there. Get back here. Because now
rocks
you're
were
tired
in.
and you're bloodied.
So the fire is now out. It really just and then done.
Could I tell how I triggered it? Could I tell?
So-
Did something shift underfoot, for example?
Sure did. Yes. So actually, the floor shifted underneath your foot, and there was an audible click right before you became a marshmallow.
Well, that makes sense then. Well, in that case, we know what to look out for. I'm going to take out my rapier, and I will tap, 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 tap on the stone in front of me.
Okay. So the stone in front of you, totally fine.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And the next one, tap, 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 tap.
The next one is not so fine, and a giant blaze of fire erupts from the wall. Now this time you give it enough time to put itself out, and you see you feel pretty okay with this trap. You don't know that you can't set it off twice, but you know where this was triggered from.
Okay. Well, just in case, I'm going to jump across this stone to the next one.
Okay.
So I just whoop.
All right. No problems.
Okay, and then tippity tap on the next one.
No problems.
Okay, and once more with the tippity taps.
And you are good. You get all the way across
Okay.
to the next wooden door.
Oh, all right. So don't
So-
step on those two.
So are the rest of you staying out there on purpose, or are you just kind of watching the gnome do his thing?
I was watching first.
No, if we were allowed.
Oh no, you can just tell me what you're doing. I mean, you guys can move as a team, or you can hang back. But I'm gonna read you as where you are. You know?
Well, Knobolas is worried.
Knobolas, you might have to duck, my big friend.
I was gonna say, what if there were traps that little gnomes couldn't set off, but large men like me might set them off?
Seems like they're mostly on the
Well, you
ground.
can do the
with
tap
the
in front of
stone.
you.
Yeah, I think they're mostly on the ground. They're not high, so.
Yeah, I'm just gonna squat and then hop across the same stones that Agnomeio did.
Sure, no problem. So between Alessio watching Agnomeio and Agnomeio's brave whatever you call that. You guys are easy enough to point out where not to step, and I will say that you all make it to the other end of the hallway here.
Okay.
All right.
Carefully.
So I close the door again just so that you guys can, if you want to bust open the door, that's totally fine. But if you guys reach a door, just stop so we can figure out what you guys want to do.
I do love busting open doors. It's one of my favorite things, right after jumping on tables.
Just leave the door behind us open, y'all.
All right. So
and scratch the stones to skip.
So you get to another wooden door. Seems plain. Does not seem locked. What would you like to do?
Slowly.
I was gonna say maybe we should do a perception roll right quick, or an investigation perhaps.
Yeah, the last time we touched the door, we got a whole animated story. Let's see what happens with this one.
Yeah. I will investigate the door, please.
Okay. Are you looking for traps?
I am.
Okay.
So
18. With an 18, so you're pretty confident there's no traps here.
Okay, I've opened the door.
Mm-hmm. All right.
No hesitation. I love it.
So
I am very sure of myself.
So you open the door, and you're all moving in. Cool. So you leave the smell of smoke, burned skin, and hat, and moss behind you, and come to a much larger room. The air is fresher here due to the giant collapsed roof in front of you. Vines drape down from the ceiling, bringing more dampness and slickening up the floor. Before you lays a large round boulder that apparently smashed into the wall, the far wall at some point. To the north, you see green algae-filled water and a large tree trunk that appears to have fallen through the far wall. Somebody make a perception check. Just tell me who's going to do it.
I'll do it.
All right, so go ahead and make a perception roll for me. All right.
8.
So with an 8, so you see a number of little frogs hopping around the room. No particular urgency, but they're more active than you normally see. But with an 8, that's all you see, except there is one thing hard to miss in this room, and that is the 2 crocodiles that are probably about 30 feet from you, right on the edge of the water.
Yeah, I was just going to say, anyone see the crocs?
We're just going to ignore those guys over there.
No, those are the frogs. Those are the frogs that are hopping.
Yeah.
Yes, they're
Oh,
the
God.
frogs. They're polymorphed frogs. So one of them's laying on the log, and one's laying on the edge of the water. Whether or not they see you, they don't seem to react.
Okay.
Well.
All right, so there's another door across the way. DM, what is the... trying to make that out. On the other side of the room where you have the door graphic, what is that wooden...
So that's a wooden door. It's just a larger wooden door.
It's just a
Big
large
old wooden door.
Yeah. So
big old wooden door.
over here is
Okay.
the tree that kind of fell through the side with the crocodile on it, and then this is a big old wooden door.
Okay, got it.
So, Agnomeio, you should totally distract the crocodiles with your tippy-tappy technique. Don't they do that in Peter Pan?
Hey, does Agnomeio have any more of his pork on him? We could distract the crocodile.
Oh, I have so much pork. Do you not know how much pork I have? I have unlimited pork.
He sticks of it.
I pull out a big old pork.
So
It's like a raw pork rind. Just throwing pork around the room.
So
Another way to distract him.
I would say we kind of maybe throw the pork in one spot. Both crocs go after it, and we go around up the other side while they're eating the pork, and we head towards the door.
Yes.
Well, I was gonna say, should we check to see if the boulder is can we move the boulder perhaps? Maybe I could go up and try to push it or something.
Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah. Let's see.
Which boulder? The big circular one?
Yeah, they said it was crashed into the wall over there, so I just want to make sure there's not a passage behind it.
Oh,
good call. Let me notice that. Yeah. Okay.
good thinking. Yeah, let's get that boulder shoved.
You move it with your man nipples.
all right. So Knobolas, so you're walking up to the boulder?
Yes, for some reason I cannot move my character, but yes.
Oh,
no, there you go. Sorry, got it.
That's all right. Okay, so you walk up to the boulder, and you see what looks to be a passageway that would have been sealed by an iron door prior to the boulder hitting it. You also see something that... Yes, okay. So beneath the boulder, there appears to be the body of a lizard man. who has been completely crushed. He's basically not recognizable, other than the green scales. Inside the room, make a perception check for me real quick. Let's see how you can kind of see through, because it's very dark in there too.
Okay. Oh man, I am not rolling good tonight. 5.
That's okay. There's definitely something in the room, but it's hard to tell. There's kind of like these two long forms of some sort. You can't tell if they're alive or not, but you see these two kind of almost rectangular shapes in the room.
And those are in the room that's on the other side of the door, correct?
Those are in the room that's on the other side of the door. Yep.
Okay, got it.
Interesting.
Knobolas,
Do you guys
can you tell if the lizard man that's crushed by the boulder is facing the boulder or facing the door that he may have been trying to get into?
Oh, like he was trying to get in or out, maybe?
Yeah, like was he trying to get in and the boulder came behind him, or was he like facing the boulder? Like, could he have been?
Let's make a medicine check. Let's see if you can tell from the remains which direction this lizard man was facing.
His smushed, pasted body.
Did you want Knobolas to, or
I want
Tom?
Knobolas too, because you're the one right on top of it.
Okay.
And while you're doing that, Agnomeio, I'd like to clarify: are you actually doing anything with pork in the crocodiles, or what?
I would like to wait until Knobolas has finished with his bouldering.
Okay, sure.
So I get a 9.
With a 9, so you see, you can actually identify 2 feet, and that seems to be the only real things that you could tell based off direction, but one is facing one way and one is facing the other, so you don't know which direction this thing is facing.
Oh, he's mushed.
He's
It's
mushed.
like the Wicked Witch under the house.
It's like
God.
it's like seeing a frog in the middle of the street. It's just like,
Oh, God.
was he hopping away from the car or into it? You don't know.
Maybe he was driving the car. I don't know.
Maybe.
So I would assume that boulder is too big to move, correct? We can't move it.
I don't know. You're a bunch of heroes.
We
Tell
are
me what
so
you wanna
very
do.
strong. Why don't we try?
Does
Obviously.
anybody see like a long pole or something we can use for leverage to try and move the boulder?
There are some are those sticks back there by Daffy?
Yep, they sure are.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Right, bundle of sticks.
All right. So you
I'm
guys are
pretty
gonna.
strong. You guys want me to try?
Yeah,
Yes,
Daffy
I am
can
very
probably just
tired.
kick that with her.
I'm
Daffy
very
just
tired
kick
and
it with her
also
boot.
burned.
I'll use the strength of my boot. That's right.
Wonderful. All right, so Daffy, you're gonna try to wedge the boulder.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it the old call to try.
Which way are you gonna try to roll it?
What
Probably
do you guys think?
maybe try to leverage it back along the crack so it actually has like a track to roll, not
Okay.
on a flat surface, you know?
Sure.
So Alessio, make a quick perception check for me.
Okay. Perception.
And roll high because it'll be fun. 14's high enough. You kind of nailed it. Just noticing the crack, you start kind of tracing where the crack is going and where the debris in the room is. And you look up, you see that the roof is caved in, and you get the impression this boulder kind of rolled in from the roof, hit into the ground, and rolled and crushed this lizard man.
So maybe he was guarding the entrance to the store.
So it fell like here and then rolled to the left.
Yeah, so either it was another trap, because obviously I'm thinking, guys, that if there's fired freaking balls coming out of the damn walls, and we have a guy crushed into the wall, there something in this lair is being guarded. And I think this guy was looking for the same thing, or we're getting close to whatever he was looking for, and he happened to get crushed by a boulder. I don't think boulders
Spot on.
just fall through ceilings, because that's just what happens.
Well, you don't know. These could be naturally occurring boulders.
Well, I was gonna say, surely there's no more boulders that would fall, right? Surely this is like a one-time trap.
Look how perfectly round that boulder. That's an Indiana Jones. Get the fuck out of my
I believe his name's Indiana Gnomes, actually.
Indiana
right?
Gnomes.
Indiana Gnomes.
Yeah.
And-
Yeah. So,
All right.
All right, so
so I would say roll it back on the track that it fell and went down.
all right,
And
so
see if
you're-
you can't hit a crocodile on the way.
Yeah.
Maybe real quick, we should just check near the door for any more clickety-click, any more things, so we don't have any more boulders fall on our heads.
which
I
door?
can do this. I am very good at this. I take
You're
my
already,
rapier
you're
and
like-
tap it.
God,
So-
you're already like half dead.
So Agnomeio, the floor beneath your feet is ruined. If there were any pressure plates here, you do not imagine that they would still be working.
All right. Do your thing, Daphne.
All right, Daffy, do it.
All right.
All right.
So
Strength check.
So remind me, which way are you pushing the boulder? Are you pushing towards the crocodiles, along the crack, back towards Knobolas? What are you doing?
I think the idea was to push it along the crack, right? To get some leverage and then just have it roll forward.
Sure. All right. So I'm going to drag you over there. All right. Go ahead and make a strength roll for me.
Okay.
You got this.
I'll drag you over there so I can drop something.
Oh no! I jinxed
you
it.
might-
I'm
Risky
sorry.
whiskey.
Oh,
Risky whiskey.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
There you
Yes.
All right.
Whew,
Awesome.
Okay. That was just a warm up, guys.
For
Just had to
anybody-
stretch a little.
For anybody just joining us, Risky Whiskey is where you can re-roll
There
a
you
failed
go.
save
Hey.
by kicking back your drink. All right, an 18. An 18 will do it, actually, believe it or not. Although, even though with an 18, this still takes a while. And you're getting 1, 2, maybe even 3 of these sticks. You're getting some help from the rest of the team. And you managed to push the boulder back along the crack. All right, so the boulder is now roughly here. And I can't move it on the map, so whatever. But the door is open and available to see down.
Uh-huh.
What?
Let's go take
So-
let's go take a little peek.
Should
So
we
Da-
holler down and?
Well,
sneaky peek.
so Daffy, since you're there, no, this is a good thing, but no worries. So you squeeze past some of the debris, and you step over the remains of the lizard man. And inside the room, you see 2 weapon racks. Although all of the weapons appear to be small, definitely properly Definitely properly sized for a gnome. Among all of the weapons, you find 12 arrows, 10 bolts for a crossbow, 2 spears, and 3 short swords. All mundane.
Ooh, I do love swords. Let me get a look at these swords.
I'm gonna say, Agnomeio, I hope you heard all that.
Yes, yes.
So
Hey,
I'll,
you
I'll
want to check all that inventory.
yeah. So I just threw that in the chat, so you can add that however you'd like. But
Excellent.
you
Looks
guys
like
can
it's
figure out how
all
you
good
may or
as
may not
well.
like to just divide anything among yourselves, or if you're leaving anything, it's completely up to you.
Oh, well,
Hey,
can you?
hey,
what's a-
Agnomeio.
What's a bolt?
A bolt is a
For
crossbow bolt.
Oh, okay, nice.
Would a gnome spear fit a halfling?
Absolutely.
I very much think it would.
Right?
All right, yeah, maybe you should grab a spear.
We
well,
are cousins after all. Yes.
All right, so who
By the
here
way- by the-
has bow and arrows and crossbows?
We
I
do.
do. I don't use them very often, but I do have them.
Yeah. Who's short on ammunition?
I definitely could use some arrows. I'm definitely short on arrows.
I still have 8 crossbow bolts left. So if anybody really needs them, I'll be
I have
okay.
more than that. So.
Okay. Well, I'll take the crossbow bolts then.
Okay.
I'll take 1 spear.
And then I'm definitely taking some swords.
Does anyone else need arrows? If not, we could just split them. Anyone else need arrows?
How many swords are there? Oh wait, I see now. Short swords. I have. How does a short sword compare to a dagger? Like short sword versus dagger.
So
Definitely
a short
longer than
sword.
dagger.
I'm just
It's shorter
checking,
than a sword.
right. I'm checking real quick to
I
see
got
if
that.
it's so it is light. So
A dagger you could pretty much maneuver with one hand still, while a short sword you still need 2.
no, short sword is also one-handed. Basically, with a short sword is also a light weapon, so you can hold it in your offhand. Basically, as far as you're concerned, Knobolas, for your uses, you could carry short swords instead of daggers. It's totally just what you'd like to do. I believe it
Are
also
they an
does.
upgrade? Is there a way to?
I think it does a
Okay.
D6 versus your D4. I'm just checking that real quick. That's a short bow, short sword.
Sorry.
No, that's all
Ignore
right.
that.
So, sorry. Give me a
Oh,
second.
it is a D4. Yeah, so
It is.
the dagger is the D4. So.
Yep.
Yeah.
And a-
Come get some sword, man.
Yeah, I'll upgrade my daggers to 2 short swords then.
Okay. Cool.
And I shall take the third.
By the way, Booker's just chewing on the lizard. So.
Nice.
Love
You
it.
gotta let him get his snacks.
You hear a voice come from the temple. Good boy. All right. So you guys have collected your spoils. Are you good at the moment?
Yes.
Talon, did you want one of those spears? And were you able to add it to your inventory?
Grab a spear.
Okay. So I'll do this just to keep things moving, and I'll tell you about it later. Because that was something I don't think I ever actually taught you. So you now have a spear in your inventory. Cool.
Awesome.
All right. What would you like to do next?
Well, I am going to go and see about distracting some crocodiles.
Yeah, we have to figure out how we're gonna work this, get to this other door here across the way.
So we need to pick a point that we want these crocodiles to scamper to, so we may make our way.
Well, Agnomeio, my brother in Rapier, before you do that, I think we should check the. Can we actually see the depth of this little lake? Can we see the floor, or is it?
So I would say, due to the opaqueness of it, you cannot tell how deep it is. What you do see is that the floor gives way into the water. So the one problem is you don't know how deep it goes. But you could tell it's not just tiles covered with water, it's broken down.
Got it. Well, I am going to reach into my magical bag of pork, and I shall retrieve a large shank of piggy.
Okay.
And wave it above my head and see how the crocodiles react.
Oh, and Knobolas is running away.
Toss it down the hall where the traps are.
That is exactly my plan, my good lady.
Well, so let me ask you this. So, why don't you make I can't talk. Your intent is to try to lead the crocodiles somewhere?
Exactly.
Okay. So go ahead and make an animal handling check.
Right. Oh, I forgot I have disadvantage. Someone else probably should have done this. Oh well, too late. We're doing it. 13.
All right. So this crocodile here, he's the closest one to you. He comes right over to you, and he's if you ever saw Steve Irwin doing his thing, where the thing, he's jumping and it's just like a dog. Yeah, he's except you're not very tall, so you gotta tell me what you're doing right now.
Okay, I'm going to quickly shuffle backwards. Just Come on, big fella. Come along. Come this way. Over here.
Climb on a rock.
Here.
Climb on a boulder.
So, that's a good idea. Well, actually, I want to get back here. I want to get back to here. Okay. Come on, big fella. Come on, big fella.
As you are walking away, and this thing is kind of chasing you, the other crocodile is going to slink into the water, and he's going to disappear.
Oh, God.
I was worried about that other one.
And something much different is going to emerge from the water.
No. Oh, my God!
And I'd like you all to roll initiative.
No.
Oh, no!
Holy crocodile.
Holy hell, it's Mega Croc.
Also, is that just rolling a d20?
So you'll need to go into your character sheet, and you'll see INI. It's kind of like in the...
Sorry.
It's right next to your big shield. And the... let's see. All right, cool. So let me do this real quick.
How do you roll a 23.17?
So it has to do with your dexterity. It's a way to break ties. All right, so out of the water emerges a giant crocodile, and he is easily twice the size of the normal crocodile you were just leading away with the pork. Now, all of you are now kind of backed against the wall, and I'd like you to keep in mind where that boulder ended up, as far as any sort of maneuvering that you might make. And we will begin our combat with Talin.
Okay.
I know, right?
Welcome
to the team.
So, yeah.
Welcome.
Great. I'm the
Trial
first
by
one
fire.
there.
To the
Right?
fight, with Mega Gator.
So I'm actually right next to the boulder, and it's over there. Do I have my bow and arrow equipped? Dang it. Can I equip my longbow and shoot it with my bow and arrow while hiding behind this boulder?
Absolutely. Here, I'll help you out with that. All right, cool. You have your longbow equipped. and everything else was unequipped. So there you go. So you've got your longbow, and go ahead and roll as an attack against the crocodile. So click on the crocodile first, and it'll make all the cool animations happen.
Oh,
I did a little something you guys will see to help things move along a little faster. A lot of this is going to be automated, so I think you'll like it. All right, so you make a longbow attack for 14 against the crocodile's 14 AC. So you do. That's not right. Oh wait, yes it is. Never mind. I thought you did way more damage, but it was subtracting from his total. So you attack for 14, which does hit, and you do 8 points of damage. All right. So he now is looking at you. He was interested in the pork, but now he sees a little Talin.
Oh no!
Taste it.
All right. Anything else?
So I don't want to send Booker after him until he's like more interested or involved with somebody else.
Okay.
So I think I'm just gonna move. I could still move because I was already next to
Correct.
this boulder.
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and move just over here to the other side behind this boulder.
Okay. All right. So you head over.
Oh, there's this guy.
So Booker follows. Oh no, you're hiding between Alessio and Agnomeio. Got it. All right. Excellent.
Yeah.
All right. So up next.
Really, you don't want to hide between the big strong man over here?
It's all just show muscles. You are
Right.
Yeah,
Vanity-
we know
vanity
your strength
muscles,
isn't
yes.
that high.
Wait till she sees my nipple action. She hasn't seen it yet.
And to fight this alligator, I'm gonna go ahead and pour some Offerman Edition Lagavulin
Ooh,
in.
perfect.
Ooh,
Ooh, I think I might pour that next. Actually, that's a good idea. All right, Knobolas, you're up.
All right. Well, since she didn't want me to show off for her, I'll just do it myself. I'll just step a little bit forward so I can see both the Mega Croc and the Mini Croc, and then I'm going to Eldritch Blast both of them. What's the best way to do that with the targeting?
So, yep, exactly what you're doing. So just hit Eldritch Blast, because I believe you can just basically do it several times, however many times.
Oh,
you're
I
allowed
see.
to.
Gotcha.
Right.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It says it shoots 2 beams, so I assume I can do it
So
twice.
like your nips are just going
Yeah.
in different directions.
Yes, absolutely.
So basically, tell me what you're gonna do, and then you're gonna shoot each one, right? So your first attack was a 12 against the giant croc, I'm assuming.
You know what?
Or-
I think that doesn't hit him, right? That doesn't hit him.
Well, you don't know, but tell me what you're doing first, because
Oh, okay. Well, I obviously am trying to show off to our new Talin here. So, yeah, I actually I position my nipples, I move the left one this way and my right one this way a little bit. And
Okay.
I spread them apart with my fingers to aim them. And then I'm just gonna shoot one laser beam to the left, and go for the Mega Croc.
perfect.
Do you give them a little
right.
pinch when they come out? Like,
Absolutely, absolutely.
All right. So the first one, you shoot your Eldritch Blast to the left towards the giant crocodile, but it goes a little off to the side and does not hit. Go ahead and roll for your second one against the regular crocodile.
All right. So my rolls have not been good tonight.
Oh, that's
Oh,
okay.
Oh,
Oh,
Holy
okay.
crap. Ah. Oh well.
Nice. All right. So remember to say what you roll and stuff. But
Oh, sorry. Yes. So I rolled a 27, which hits, and then a 6 damage.
perfect. Awesome. All right. So the smaller crocodile now kind of losing interest in Agnomeio and his little piece of meat. Because
I almost had him through the door, and then your nipples ruin everything.
yeah. Was there anything else that you wanted to do, Knobolas?
You know what? I'm gonna go hide behind this rock too, because I think
Sure.
Agnomeio needs to have his full attention.
All right, Agnomeio, you're up.
Okay, I'm going to dance forward, and be like, hey, Mr. Crocodile, hey, look at me. Does he look?
Sure.
No?
Yeah, why not?
Okay. All right,
He's
and then
you're
I'm
getting
going
his
to,
attention again.
I'm going to hold my long length of pork in front of him, and I'm going to dance backwards
Okay.
to here. Whoop.
Is this persuasion?
Come on,
or-
come on,
this is-
Mr.
Oh,
Crocodile.
you're going in there with him. Oh
Come
my
on,
god.
Mr. Crocodile.
Well, we'll see what he does on his turn. But so you hold out your piece of meat and you head back towards the hallway that had the flame. Wow, yeah.
Not
that
his
didn't
piece
sound-
of meat, his long length of pork. Get it right.
His pork sword.
I'm just dancing in front of this crocodile with my long piece of meat.
Long length of pork is wonderful.
pork loin.
All right. Agnomeio, is there anything else you'd like to do?
No.
Wonderful. Thank you for sparing us. Alessio, you're up
Yeah.
next.
Oh my god. All right, so first thing I want to do is it since crocodiles are usually pretty low to the ground, I want to get on the high ground. So this boulder that she moved, I want to kind of get on top of here.
Sure. So it's over here now.
Oh, it's
not
over
white.
here now.
In the white
in the
circle.
white circle.
Oh, all right. So I'm on the boulder, even though you can't see it right now.
Okay, so you
The
scramble up.
boulder.
You scramble up the
All
boulder.
right,
No
so-
problem. Yep.
All right. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use my silent image illusion,
Okay.
and I'm going to so I can create an image of an object or a creature or some other visible thing, right?
Correct. Yep.
So I think it's like 15 feet. I do a illusion of a freaking huge ass fish
Okay.
because crocodiles. One thing I learned by watching The Croc Hunter was that crocodiles love to eat big ass fish.
Nice.
So I do an illusion of a big fish in the let's see. If you're looking in the back right corner there to distract the crocodiles.
Sure.
So I'm gonna do the silent image. Do I just do a standard roll for that, Bill?
So you just need to tell me, but I think double check I don't know if there's a save against like believing what it is, but my guess is that this crocodile's
let's see
gonna.
here. You can use your action to cause the image to move to any spot within range. As the image changes location, you alter its appearance. Physical interaction with the image reveals it to be an illusion because things can pass through it.
Sure.
A creature that uses its action to examine the image can determine that's an
Perfect.
illusion with successful intelligence.
All right. So you're gonna put this back in the back right near that spider web. Is that the idea?
Yes, correct.
Okay. Cool. I'm gonna drop a big fish here.
Yes.
All right.
Big fish.
That's a big ass fish.
There we go. All right. Cool.
Well,
So-
I want to get its attention away from the group so we can maybe attack it from behind.
all right. Excellent. So I like that idea a lot. Great. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Can I attack as well, or is that my move?
Is it a bonus action to do your illusion, or is it an action?
Actually, no, it's an action. Forget it.
Okay, so
Sorry,
that
that's
would be
my
your action. Yep.
Yep.
All right. So anything else?
That's it.
All right. Up next is the giant crocodile. Brah. So he let's see, what is his intelligence? Let's just see. Oh, it's a 2.
Oh, it's real dumb.
I'm
I
gonna see.
figured with the guy that he was just so quickly like looking around like, huh?
Well, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to roll a quick perception to see if he sees it, because it's technically behind his head, and he's looking in a different direction. So let's see how he rolls on a perception check. So he rolled pretty high. So he's going to stay focused on you guys, actually. But originally he was focused on Knobolas. And hate to say it, but the closest thing to him right now
You leave
is...
him alone.
It's not my
Leave
fault.
him alone.
Take better care of your dog.
Leave him.
No.
I thought the rock was there, and I thought Booker was behind it, and then I
One,
remembered the
two.
stupid rocks over
So
here.
he's going to move.
You leave Booker alone.
It's not my fault.
Jesus.
Oh my gosh, it's not my fault. Don't blame me if anything bad happens here. All right, so he is going to make an attack against Booker with his. So I believe he makes a multi-attack. So he's going to bite.
Of course, because everybody has a multi-attack.
That's
Right?
what helps.
They drink a lot of scotch.
And why is that not? Oh, here we go. All right. So he's going to make a bite attack. 21 to hit.
No. What the fuck? How many dice do you need?
Can we risky whiskey for Booker?
Wait. Yeah, does Booker get a whiskey with
Well, so Booker, that's just against his AC, so he wouldn't really have any
Yeah.
sort of save on that. All right, so that was his bite. So he's now got Booker in his mouth, and then he's also he's going to make a tail attack against Daffy with his tail.
What's the this guy?
It's not my
Oh
fault.
my god.
A 25 to hit for 14 damage.
Fudge.
Oh my god.
You guys got to stop playing around. Big
Yo.
crocodile. All right. So There we go. Up next is the crocodile that's in the water, and you don't know what he's doing. Up next is Booker. Well, Booker doesn't count as a combatant, so up next is the crocodile that was following Agnomeio. So he's going to do the same thing. He's going to make a perception roll just to see if he sees this fish behind him. If he rolls low is what he's going to get distracted by. What's your spell save DC, Alessio? It should be somewhere.
My what?
Your spell save DC. All right, let me move this guy. I'll look for you.
Also, why am I showing up as dead now?
No, you're just sad.
Spell DC.
Yeah, I don't know why
DC
you're dead.
/ attack mod. Is that what you want?
Yep.
Spell DC 12, attack mod +4.
All right, so he rolled a 12. So I'm gonna give it to him. I'm gonna say he's now distracted by the fish. So he's gonna look over and he's gonna run over this fish and he's gonna attempt to chomp it, and immediately realize that it's not real, but that wasted his turn.
Good,
all right,
dummy.
Man, I so wanted to barbecue him though. Oh, I'm so mad.
So Talin, you're up.
Okay, I don't know what's allowed. I already unequipped my longbow and equipped my short sword and spear. I want to go jump on the back of the head of this freaking crocodile and just stab it in the back of its brains.
Wait,
5,
I think
10,
you skipped
15.
me.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You're not in combat. I don't know why. All right, sorry, Daffy. You can go first. We'll pause that, Talon. Sorry, Daffy, you're up.
Did I show up in the turn order or no?
No, for some reason I'm not sure why.
You were there, then you weren't there, then you were there. I was confused
Okay.
and thought I
All
was
right, no worries.
Yeah.
All right. How is this thing so stupid that I can't communicate with it?
Using what?
Using speak with animals.
Oh, good call.
Yeah. What does the spell say?
You gain the ability to comprehend and verbally communicate with beasts for the duration. The knowledge and awareness of many beasts is limited by their intelligence, but at a minimum, oh, never mind. Beasts can give information about nearby locations and monsters. That's not going to be helpful. I wanted to just leave us alone.
Try to tell him that if he doesn't eat us, I'll give him all the pork he wants.
Or he's pretty too stupid. Just say drop it. Drop it. Meaning Booker.
So Daffy, I like where you're going with this.
Yep.
Even if we're going to stretch the meaning of the spell a little bit, if this is something that you'd like to take your turn doing, we can find a way to try to convince him. But that's up to you.
You know, go big or go home. So I'm going to try to talk to this a-hole.
All right. So we're going to use speak with animals.
Yep.
All right. So we're going to do two things here. First is going to be, let's go animal handling to see if you can calm him long enough to even talk to him. Okay. And I want you to roll over a 13.
Okay. Hey.
All right.
Hey.
So the look of menace in his eyes, he's now staring at you, but he is stopped. Now I'd
this
like
is some Chris Pratt shit, like, you know.
All right.
Hey, Blue.
So now I'd like you to make a persuasion roll. This one's going to be a little harder. Hold on one sec, just because I want to figure out what I want this to be, because I like making this. This is great. All right. Let's go. You got to roll better than 14 on your persuasion.
Okay.
Oh,
yes,
okay.
Nice.
17.
All right. So you now have his attention. What are you doing? What are you saying?
Saying, hey, please leave us alone. We just need to gain passage through this room. I promise we will not hurt you or your crocodile brethren, as long as you just let us get through here. That's all I'm asking, bud. Please.
All right.
So, please.
So, as far as you know, you've convinced him.
As far as I know.
That's very ominous.
I would suggest a combination of giving him food, but I think we've already talked about that. So.
Agnomeio.
I can help.
I'm pulling out the Offerman edition here. All right, so
Yeah.
for the moment, I mean, this giant crocodile is definitely the king of this area. If you're not attacking, like, they're not gonna get in between him and his food. So I think those other crocodiles are gonna stay away. As long as you're feeding him, I'd say he's gonna be, what's the word?
Docile?
Yeah, docile works.
Placated?
Placated, that's the word I was looking for. Thank you. Okay. I don't know
Can
how
I
long this will
suggest-
last,
oh,
so
sorry.
yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say, can I suggest a plan of attack for the team? I don't know if I need to wait till my turn to suggest something like that. So
No, at this point we're kind of we're gonna remain in initiative order, but
Okay.
only in case we go back into combat. But you guys can feel free to do what you'd like.
Oh, okay. So in that
Oh.
case, I'm going to come out with my long pork. Hello, friend. Hello, large friend. Here, have some pork. And I will begin to pull out just handfuls of lard and cutlets and chops and just throwing it at his face. Not at his face, at his feet. At his feet. I don't want to hit him in the face with pork. That might make him mad.
All right.
Does he still have Booker in
he's
his
going,
mouth?
No. No, so
Okay,
he
he
didn't.
doesn't- okay.
He bit Booker, but he wasn't holding on to him.
Okay, I thought he was carrying him. Okay, good.
Yeah, I
No.
thought he was like holding on.
I might have said that for flavor, but no, that's. Okay. What's up?
Okay, so so guys, here's what I'm thinking. I don't know if we trust this guy like to like fully always be like on our side. So what if we lure him with food into this little thing to the left where the boulder was, and then like put him a lot of food in there, and then just trap him in there just in case.
Or let's not even bother with the trap. Why don't we just throw some pork in there and then make a dash for it? Because I
Well,
don't know.
I'd rather roll the boulder back in his.
Are we going to
just
be able to
make-
get that boulder back?
Oh.
Well, so just because this, you would be able to tell this guy is too big. If
He's
he could
huge.
he could get his head in there and like try to get like what you were saying about try to distract it, like that might work.
Yeah,
but he's not fitting
we-
in there. Yeah.
I think
Okay,
we've earned.
just
I think we've earned his trust somewhat. I don't think we should try to freaking trick him into anything again.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Let's just go with a little bit of trust. Let him eat, and then we go.
I'm just gonna like do the a piece of candy thing. I'm just gonna leave a little trail of pork. Just come along, my friend. Over here, come along.
So you're bringing him
I'm
over
gonna try to get
over
him-
this
I'm
direction,
gonna
right?
Yeah, over that way. I'm gonna try to just
Okay.
come here, and I'll just start throwing pork down the passageway. Just woo.
So this thing is absolutely massive. As it moves past you, it's hard not to feel like you're one bite away from just being devoured. But he's got his head in there, and he's not able to reach all of them, and I don't know how long that's gonna not piss him off. But he's chewing on some stuff at the moment.
Okay.
So
It's time to go.
yes.
So we're all running for the door.
Well, there's the
Yeah.
other crocodile, right, in the water that we haven't seen yet.
Don't worry about that. Just go.
Okay, you go first.
Okay, here I go.
Okay.
Did we just let a tire?
Agnomeio, I'm sorry to say, but you literally jumped like about 5 feet from his head. He's gonna take. So he is right here. So
Oh Jesus!
Well,
Christ.
wait, I said Mr. Big Old Crocodile and your
Yeah.
brethren, so I'm assuming he can kind of tell the other ones to just let us
yeah,
through.
is he gonna talk like alligator talk? I don't know. So-
Yeah, they
No.
can
So
say something.
at the so they just weren't willing to get between him and his food. They're not, talking.
They're not buddies. They're not
No.
like friends. They just share a room,
Right.
They
So-
found it on Craigslist. It's been a whole thing,
So he's gonna make a bite attack against you, Agnomeio.
Ah, shit.
So an 18.
Well, you know
will-
what? I'm going to parry that because why not? I'm going to try not to die here.
Okay. I'm not sure why that. Oh, there we go. So all right. So you do what? You reduced it by how much? 2?
I guess so. Yep.
It looks so. Yep. Okay. Cool. So you're going to. I don't know what's going on with this. So you're going to take 1 point of damage.
Okay. That's not so bad.
All right.
Oops.
And-
Wait, that wasn't supposed to happen.
Oh yeah. So we're
we go.
trying all kinds of new mods here, guys. The virtual tabletop updated a few weeks ago, and it's very hard. People haven't been keeping up with the mods that we use, so I'm working with a very broken system. Anyway, so you are currently now standing in up to about your neck, unless you were trying to jump on that rock to your left, which it kind of looked like you might have been trying to do that. So I'm not sure.
Yes. Yes,
Okay.
I was.
So your goal is what? Jump on the rock, jump on the log, jump to the door?
Exactly.
Perfect. Okay, cool. So you make a running jump, you land on the rock, he jumps up, he bites your ankle, but he barely nips you because you parry it. Jump over to the log, jump to the door.
I'm just like, bad crocodile, bad, go away.
What are you opening the door, or what are you doing?
Yes, I would like to open the door.
Okay, so you open the door. Cool. And you are now in a very small room. It's about 10 by 10 feet squared. Room for about 4 of you. What are the rest of you doing?
Oh.
This is all happening within about 6 seconds of each other, by the way, so don't worry about... Like, Crocodile is distracted. You can all get at least a turn before anything's going to happen.
All right. Well, I mean, I'll go in there with Agnomeio. I still have full health, and I can kind of help him out. So I'm pretty athletic, so I'm gonna jump over there as well with Agnomeio.
Okay. All right. So we'll say that you follow close enough behind Agnomeio that the crocodile's not going to get his chance to attack you as well. So
Okay.
you're now up in the room, and you'll notice this room is tiled. Tile floor. It's only a couple of inches of water here, so you're able to stand pretty easily. Although might be slippery under different circumstances.
Okay.
All right. Let's go to Daffy. We'll go back to their turn order here.
Okay.
It's getting hectic.
Okay. Yeah, it's getting way too hectic. I mean, I guess I'm just gonna try to join Agnomeio and Alessio over there.
Okay.
We're gonna start running out of space soon.
I know, right?
I know.
Yeah,
Well,
so they're just in
I
a
don't
room and it doesn't go in, or there's a door to the room and then there's a door in the back of the room.
correct.
Mhm.
Yep.
Okay. And they haven't got there. Okay.
Can I take a dash action? Because otherwise, I don't think
You
I can
could.
make it across.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. So you're going to take your dash action. You'll be able to get up there as well. Go ahead and just move your token. Talin,
Okay.
what are you doing?
Okay. So we're running out of space. There's not going to be enough space for me and Booker. So.
Oh,
since I
and
didn't get a
Knobolas,
stab-
excuse you.
I'm sorry.
right.
We know who's more important here. Come on.
Hello. I'm still mad about Booker getting attacked, and I want to stab somebody. So I'm gonna run and jump onto this crocodile and stab him in the back of the neck.
Nice.
All right.
You just
Excellent.
want to do that.
I know.
I just want to stab somebody in the back
appreciate
of the neck.
All right.
Okay.
So go ahead and jumping on his back is not going to be a problem, especially with your weapons out. So what are you stabbing him with?
So I've got my short sword and my spear out.
Okay.
I'm thinking the short sword. Whoop, just dropped my mouse. I'm thinking the short sword has longer sharpness. So I
So
think I'm gonna stab him with that.
I believe is the spear a two-handed? It doesn't say it is. It says simple melee. I don't think it's versatile. So I mean, but it's a spear. It's got to be versatile.
I just like that you said my short sword has longer shortness. That should be like quote of the day.
I totally missed that.
I meant sharpness.
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 But it does
Like
have
it has
longer
more
sharpness.
sharps.
All
It
right.
is
So
also
Yeah.
very short.
So Talon, I would say you can only attack with one of those two. I don't know if you have like 2 attacks as part of your action. Do you remember reading that? I'm not as familiar with your character.
Yeah. I feel like we talked about it.
Yeah.
But
Oh, you do
I
have extra
don't
attack.
remember
Okay.
actually
Beginning at
seeing
5th level, you can attack twice instead of once, so you take the attack action on your turn. Okay.
Okay.
So if you'd like to, you could attack with both of those weapons.
Yes.
right.
Absolutely. I would like to do that.
All right. So go ahead and
So,
run
for
up.
some reason, I can't move without moving Booker right down.
All right. Cool. I'll put you on top of him. We'll figure that out. All right.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
target the crocodile and then attack with your whichever one you'd like to do first.
Okay.
Which crocodile? I assumed you were doing the one on the right, but were you
The
doing
one in the
other one?
water.
Oh,
Yeah, the
you-
one in the water.
Oh, okay. So
I
you were
feel-
gonna jump on the one in the water. Awesome.
Yeah. I felt like he was the bigger problem right now.
Sure.
Okay. Back to my person. Okay, I'm gonna stab them. I feel like first with the spear. I feel like you would land with the spear and then stab with the short sword. So, I'm gonna do that.
All right. Okay.
And I rolled
A 13 does hit for 4, and then
4 damage.
cool. All right, so you
And then now just
jump on
roll it
him.
with the
You,
shotgun.
you come down with the spear, and you spear him right through the kind of the bottom of his tail. Go ahead and attack with your short sword. All right. So 23 will hit.
23 for 6 damage.
And you do 6 damage. So he's like, it's called bloodied when they're about half done, half
Over
dead. So
halfway.
he's looking bloodied. Okay. So what are you doing with Booker?
So
Yes.
Booker can see that he's bloodied, and so I'm on his tail.
Mm-hmm. You're
I think Booker-
riding his back at the moment.
Yeah. So, and I'm pretty sure Booker can reach from there to him. So Booker sees that I'm going after him.
Mm-hmm.
So Booker's gonna come join also
Okay.
and bite him.
Awesome. All right, I'll move him over. So Booker's gonna somehow manage to. He's got enough space on him. We'll make it work because
You
it's
get to
cool.
the edge and then you jump.
What was that?
Yeah, you get to the edge and then he jumps.
Yeah.
Sort
Sorry,
of the
things are hard to
the
target here.
torso, I guess.
Yep. So he jumps on and he makes a bite attack against. Jeez, this is hard to target. I'm just gonna move him off. Sorry.
Okay.
This is the kind of stuff that's not hard if you're doing it in person, but whatever. Okay. So we're gonna do a maul attack against the crocodile.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
18. That's good.
So
Nice.
Get him.
Did I just hurt Booker?
Hey!
Oh,
Yeah,
come
you
on.
you had Booker attack Booker.
Oh, wonderful. All right, so he did 10,
Wow.
10 points of damage though, right?
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
So that's awesome. So that's actually enough.
So we kill it?
So Booker jumps on this thing, the back of his neck, and he kind of jumps on the back of his neck. His teeth sink into the crocodile. Between your spear, your short sword, and his teeth, he's dead, and he's starting to sink to the bottom.
Yeah.
You are very slowly going kind of just down with the croc. So
I like to imagine that the crocodile was like, bending backwards because I was stabbing its tail. So its jugular was exposed, and that's how Booker got him.
there you go. That's even better. Nice. All right, Talon. Anything else? I think that was probably all of your movement.
Yeah, I think that's all I could
Or
do. So we're
pretty
just
close.
gonna hopefully not drown.
All right. Knobolas, you're up.
So, that was a lot that he just witnessed. He's gonna
Yeah.
feel really guilty, but he's going to dash, and then he's going to go into the room with everyone else.
Okay. So you're
So
gonna
he's
dash.
gonna jump across all this, and then just go in here.
Okay. So it's pretty cramped in there with you guys. I would say. All right. I think
Now,
there's.
would you?
Thanks a
would
lot,
you,
Nautilus.
Yeah, there's
would you
just.
mind opening the door?
Well,
Please?
so
I
the
guess
door-
I deserve this.
Nautilus gets to open the door.
So Knobolas, you attempt to open the door, but the door is locked.
Oh.
Ah.
Oh boy.
All right.
Now
so-
I have to awkwardly turn back to Talon and be like, "Oh, sorry." I kind of expected
a
you
lot.
to die by the death by crocodile, so I was like, I'm just gonna go in. But you and Booker did really well, so I feel really.
You
guilty about it.
underestimate us halflings, okay?
You know,
I guess I
Nautilus, you are kind of a dick, but you are so brutally honest about it. It's kind of endearing.
So we're mostly out of initiative, but not really, because eventually that giant crocodile is going to lose interest in what he's doing. So, Nomio, it's your turn.
Okay. Well, excuse me. Time to kick a door down. Boop, boop, boop. I still have disadvantage. Whatever, I'm gonna try it anyway. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. Strength check. Come on, baby. At disadvantage.
You got it.
12.
All right. So it's too hard to get any sort of running start here, and you kick the door, and it just doesn't budge at all.
Ah,
May I assist?
yes, I would love that, please.
All right. So we'll get back to you in a sec, Daffy. Oh, well, actually, yeah. You know what? Take the help action. Next time, try to say it before the roll's resolved, because then we can give
Sorry.
adventures. No, you're fine. This has happened, I think,
strength?
one other time in this whole campaign that you guys have actually remembered the help action, so don't worry about it.
Was it a strength roll?
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
Athletics, specifically.
Oh, okay. Do that.
Ah, that's much better.
Hey, 15.
All right. So, Daffy, you kind of maybe push Alessio back just a tad, and you come at it with your giant foot, and you bust through the door. And I'd like you to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Das Boot.
Because
Okay.
this door now burst open, and you realize that it is a giant plummeting chasm on the other side of this door.
Jesus.
A 14 is enough. Agnomeio, since you were helping him, Agnomeio actually grabs you by your cape, and he pulls you back. And back, you guys are all now standing in this small little area. And in front of you, you see, and anybody in the chat, I would like you, please, even if you know the answer or if you figure it out, don't say anything in the chat. All right, so you look through the door and you see the water at your feet is tumbling over the edge and plunging into the dark abyss. You can hear it hitting below, but you can't see how far down it falls. But the inky blackness below is not inviting and draws your attention all the more to the multicolored stone pillars in front of you. Stones of yellow sandstone, green nephrite, which is like jade, and a blue metal that you recognize, Agnomeio, as sky iron, all stand before you. On the stones are a sequence of letters. If you choose to go this way, you'll need to fully commit and jump to one of the first 3 stones, showing the letters B, G, and F.
Oh, some Squid
Okay.
Game shit.
There's some sort of pattern.
So we are now out of combat. At this point, Talin, we're going to say that you're able to be pulled up, and
I was
you
gonna
guys.
say, can I swim?
Sure, you guys are all in here now, and you've shut the door behind you.
Okay,
So-
so we got
so-
some time to figure this out.
You got a little time.
Oh man, this is our first riddle. This is awesome.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who's good at riddles? Because I'm not.
I love
Okay.
escape rooms, but I need some support to get through it. So
So you
So
said the blue was sky iron, but we don't recognize the other metals?
The G is jade. The green is jade. I know, or
Mhm.
whatever.
It's called nephrite. Yep.
Nephrite. Yeah.
All right, guys. I think I have it figured out.
oh really?
Okay.
All right.
Well,
Whoa.
go for it. What is this? What is the answer, dear friend and brother in rapier?
So, well, my brother in rapier, you being a gnome, should know, since we've been going through the beginning of this cavern and this dungeon, we found a room with little gnome weapons. I feel that the letters, if we follow a
No.
Oh, yeah, there they are.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
There they are.
That's the one.
Spell the word gnome.
I mean, that's
So,
what you can assume.
that's what I can assume. But if I try to use any other letters and follow them up with other letters following it, it really doesn't make any sense. So gnome I think that's what I'm going with.
I
All
support
right.
that.
All right.
So, yeah. So does that mean I have to jump on the G?
If that's what you'd like to do.
Okay.
First.
I'm going
we-
going in. Obviously, Agnomeio, even though he is a gnome and he's probably should be the right person to do this, he is.
Well, fine. Guilt me into it.
No,
then.
no. You're at disadvantage of everything you're doing right now.
That's true.
All right. So you're gonna try to make a jump over to the G.
Yes.
All right. I'll just do this since it's hard to target you all. All right. So you jump onto the G. Oh, I'm getting some echo. You jump onto the G and you stand there for a moment, and the pillar remains solid.
Okay.
All right.
All right. I guess I'm gonna go to the N next. Can I jump over there?
Yep. Is your intent to follow GNOME?
I am. I'm going all in on this.
All right, cool. So you jump from pillar to pillar and you make it safely across.
Hey! Well done.
Hey!
Excellent job.
Nice.
All right.
All right. Well, let's do it again. Whee!
Everybody just follow
Jumpity.
the gnome.
Jumpity. Jumpity. Aha!
Just follow your gnome.
And I will signal to Talin and just like wave her to go before me.
Okay, I'm hopping on Booker's back, and we're gonna do this together.
Wonderful.
Except that
there
I
you go.
can't see him.
Good idea.
So you saddle Booker, and he jumps effortlessly from each letter. You're telling him which way to go. He's a very smart pup, so he knows letters. So
Yeah, he is.
and you get across. Daffy, Knobolas, you guys good or?
Oh,
Daphne,
yeah.
go ahead.
I'll
Alright.
gracefully give me a G, give me an as I go across.
All right, wonderful. Knobolas?
All right, Knobolas is going to try. I know he's a little bit iffy since that warning when he first came in here, but he's going to go for it.
All right, Knobolas immediately falls into the pit. No, I'm just kidding. No, okay. So you managed to get across. So all 5 of you, including or 6 of you, including Booker, make it across. Well done.
Yeah.
So you notice that the floor is littered with debris, smashed pots. Around the corner, there's a large pile of what appears to be hides. That's over here. Over here. What appears to be hides, tents, pots, chairs, and other random furnishings, and they're all in a giant pile. I know you can't see it, but we'll
It's
just
a big old pile of junk.
big old pile of junk.
Oh, look at that. Look at that junk. It wouldn't fit in a trunk, this junk.
I was about to ask you if it would fit in a trunk.
Talin, since you were in this, I don't know if you've been in this area. Or is there anything that you could tell us that you notice about this area, or about all this junk in this trunk, or no?
Yeah, can I do a perception roll or history roll?
What are you trying to look at? I'm sorry, you're trying to look in the junk?
To look at the junk.
All right.
Bill's junk. We're all just
Give me that
really
junk.
wondering and curious about Bill's junk.
So
He is the whiskey dick, so.
you poke the you poke the junk. It is in fact juicy. No, I don't know.
Oh,
So
You should
Talin,
get that looked at.
do an investigation check for me while I pour another drink.
Because that's what our dungeon master needs right now.
I'm gonna switch over to the Talisker Storm.
Ah, very good. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna finish out tonight with a little bit of the Springbank.
Ah,
I got
I'm
a
switch-
13.
you got a
on the
thir-
spring bank
investigation.
train, man.
The Springbank.
That's why you're my brother. That's why I'm a brother in rapier.
Brother and Rapier and Springbank.
Spring bank. I'm gonna pour some more with you, sir.
Yeah.
I'm switching
All
over
right.
to Booker since I didn't kill Booker earlier, so.
There you go. So
Can't
Talin,
help him either.
so upon looking through all of this stuff, you're looking in the various pots. You're kind of opening little boxes that you find. You find 85 gold pieces and
Oh.
a small steel mirror. So this is think like a kind of like a handheld compact kind of thing. It opens up and there's a little mirror inside.
Oh, is it Lancome?
I don't know what that is.
Is there a basilisk in here?
Oh
Oh.
no. I don't know what that is, but it sounds bad.
Oh, that's very bad Harry Potter shit.
Right?
No.
Look around those corners or you turn to stone.
So Talin, and just for everybody else here, so nobody saw you find any of that, Talin. It's completely up to you as to what you'd like to do with that information.
Tally's like, I'm rich.
Y'all, nobody help Booker, okay? Shit's mine.
Love it.
Booker, come here.
So I've added that I've added that stuff
yeah.
to your inventory already, Talon. So
Okay, great.
all right.
So you said there was a pile of junk. What else did you say was there?
Basically just
junk.
random stuff. Yeah, smashed
Just different
pots,
junk. Okay.
random stuff.
Okay.
And Dalit, did you find anything interesting amongst the junk? Anything? Anything you'd like to maybe share with the party?
I'm checking on Booker. I don't know what you're talking about.
So Agnomeio, make a perception, and Talon, make a deception for me, please.
Oh shit, it's going down.
Here we go.
I'm still at disadvantage. I'm so sleepy. I'm just like, what's going on?
Someone's about to get got.
So,
Yeah, no, she fools me completely. I got a 3.
and
I
Talon
have
got a
negative
13.
1, so let's see.
Agnomeio's like, she's totally telling the
Oh,
truth.
Oh my gosh.
No,
Wait, why did you roll with I don't know what just happened, but all right, so you rolled
I don't know what happened.
a 7 on your
7?
deception, and Agnomeio got a 3. So yeah, I mean, she didn't find anything.
Oh, okay. Well, you seem very trustworthy, and I like you.
You seem very trusting.
All right. So ahead of you, there's another wooden door in this room to the north.
I'm a friggin' door.
Just saying.
Should
Alright.
we take like, a short rest or something to like? Because I mean, can we heal? Like, what about
Yes,
just take advantage?
can we please, for the love of God, take a short rest? Because I'm so
Yeah.
tired.
Actually, I have a couple healing kits I could use.
So those will only happen if work if somebody is unconscious. A healing kit is used to stabilize an unconscious person.
All right.
Quick,
So
I'll go to sleep, and then you heal me.
So Agnomeio, I'm gonna kick you in the head.
It's all gonna work out in the end, though. You know, it's a
It's
lot.
all gonna work out in the end. All right. So no healer's kit for anyone. I mean, does anyone want to take a short rest? I guess.
I would appreciate that.
Yeah,
personally.
myself.
Okay. All right. So you all kind of gather together. You are in a relatively safe place, but let's just try this. Does anybody here not need a short rest that would like to take watch?
I don't need a rest.
take
But I could watch. Yeah, I could watch with Daffy if you want.
Okay. You said with Daffy.
Oh,
Daffy needs a rest.
I was gonna say
Oh,
Daffy
you-
kind of needs a rest.
I'll
yeah.
watch it.
oh, that was Talon.
We've
Okay.
just met. We've just met, so like we'll both take watch together because we're still kind of like working out whether we trust each other or not.
All right. Yeah.
All right.
Well, I kind of saw you take that money, but it's okay. No, I'm only
So,
All right.
all right. So Alessio and Talin. So the two of you kind of, maybe one of you stays north, one of you watches the letters or something like that. But generally, you're near each other. Oh yeah, go ahead and roll your hit. I was like, why is he rolling? Go ahead and roll your hit dice. Everybody who's taking a short rest and do what you need to do.
Sorry. So what do I do for that for Booker?
So we'll get to that in a moment.
Does Booker get a shot?
Booker can do a. That's a great question. Booker probably has a hit dice. Let's see, what does he do? He does. I'm just gonna roll this real quick. That's a D20, of course. But what's his attack? That's a D10. All right. So you can roll a D10 for Booker to heal him, and I'll look that up later. So if you look in the bottom right, right below the text box, there's like in the very center, there's a D10. If you just click on that, it'll automatically roll a or it'll type it for you, and then you can hit enter, and then just add that to Booker's. Oh boy.
Oh,
You hit it 5 times.
Booker is
I
way
just-
too
All right,
healthy.
do it one more time, just once.
Booker becomes a god. And he's just like,
Right.
Booker deserves it. Okay, he got 3.
All right, so you can give him 3. We'll figure out how hit dice work with those little guys. I would imagine that's probably more related to your hit dice. I just don't know. Anyway, so you can give him an extra 3 hit points. Okay, so Talin and Alessio, please make a perception check for me.
I don't know why. Why do I feel like Booker is something more than just a little dog? But I'll save that for later.
Yeah, he's a good boy.
He's a good boy. All right, perception. All right, 14.
And Talin?
I'm rolling
Perception?
Sorry.
Yep.
I was worried about Booker.
That's okay.
I should not have gotten a dog. I'm just gonna be obsessed with him the whole time.
No time for adventuring. I have to take care of my
22.
dog.
Okay. So,
Hold on, everybody.
so Talin, you don't see it, but you hear it, and you hear what sounds like the very large crocodile, maybe kind of whacking against the wooden door. But you guys are hanging out for about an hour or so, and he does not come through the door. So, as far as you know, everything's all right.
Jesus.
Can he spell?
No, with an intelligence
knows?
2.
Appar-
Obviously not.
Apparently, he can understand language.
Yeah.
All right. So
I
what
don't
do
want to. I don't want to find out. So.
Yeah.
So, Agnomeio and Knobolas, just in case you don't know, like you can roll more than one hit dice.
Oh, okay, thank God. Because yeah, I did really bad. How do you do more?
As far
Another
as-
short rest.
No, so it should be.
You can just roll over.
yeah,
and
you can
over
just
again
roll
if
your
you
hit
want
dice.
to.
Oh,
But I
so
might as
so
well.
you see the number 4, Knobolas, on your
Yes. Yes, I do.
portrait. So just click
okay.
click that as many times as you want, and it should.
All right, I'm gonna save my last one though.
Okay.
Okay, thank God. Yo, oh yeah, hell yeah. So it can't go. Yo, it automatically did it. Cool.
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah, no, some of these things are good. It's just making them work together is tough. All right, so Alessio, you stand before the next door.
All right. Well, since the door was kind of blocked by a pillar riddle and a bunch of squishy junk, I
Oh,
want.
Squishy Junk was my nickname in
Sorry.
college.
Band name hashtag squishy junk.
sorry, Alessio. Before you continue, so there is something written on the door that you would recognize to be Gnomish. Do you read Gnomish?
Do I read Gnomish? I don't think I read Gnomish.
It looks like
Can we ask a gnome if he speaks Gnomish?
you do not.
Languages, no. I
You
know
have Thieves' Cant, Common, and Elvish.
Common and Elvish.
All right, so there's
Hey, Agnomeio, buddy. I may need you over here to decipher this if possible.
Wait, what? You expect me? You think I speak Gnomish just because I am a gnome? Racist motherfucker.
so
All right, I go read the door.
So Agnomeio, you notice this is a much older dialect of Gnomish, a version that uses more single words and emotions to convey a message. And basically, you interpret this as it's saying, announce yourselves.
Ah. Announce yourselves. All right. Well, I will take a step back from the door, and I will say, henceforth, I am coming through this door. My name is Agnomeio Banderas, also known as Noro, which is very secret, but also not very secret whatsoever. I am the bearer of pork, brother in rapier, jumper on turtles, and I now will open this door.
Wait.
This
Maybe
roller of ours in that
maybe you
description.
maybe you should speak in Gnomish.
Well, I'll say it in both. I'll say common, then I'll say Gnomish, just in case.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the door opens for you,
Oh, hey, look at that. All right.
and it immediately shuts behind you.
Goodbye.
This
Well, that's
room,
a little creepy.
this room appears
You
to be
couldn't
empty.
hold it open?
This room appears to be empty, aside from a number of petroglyphs that are also on these walls, but they are at the moment still. What are the rest of you doing?
I mean, trying to get through the door, I guess.
The petroglyphs. I want to look at the petroglyphs before we get out of here. This could be more history, more story like we got originally to help us understand.
What are we looking at?
We don't
So
see
there's
them.
more
They're
petroglyphs.
So you guys don't. Nobody but Agnomeio
not
knows
moving.
what's in the other room, and the door shut immediately behind him.
Oh,
So
oh,
I'm sorry if that wasn't clear. So
The
so
petroglyphs are in the other
Agnomeio
room.
stood in front of the
Okay.
door. He announced himself being the turtle jumper and whatever else, and then he walked through the door, and it immediately shut behind him.
okay.
Oh man.
I think Knobolas is gonna go for it, so he's gonna give him. Well, Cliffy's gonna give himself. I saw Adriana poured some Port Charlotte, so I just poured the rest of my. I have an independent
Good
bottling
idea.
of it,
Oh, nice.
so
Nice.
it's from Dram Full. So yeah, I'm thankful to my local group for getting this. It's pretty incredible. It's a 2009 too. It's old. It's great. So anyway, so Knobolas is gonna approach the door, and he's gonna be like,
Yeah.
"I am Knobolas. Do you not know who I am?" And then nothing. The door does nothing, and I just okay.
And the door says, "New number. Who it is?"
But all jokes aside, the door actually does not react to your words.
Oh, Knobolas is
Pennies.
embarrassed. Knobolas
Is anyone
goes
else
away.
in our group? Is anyone else in our group part gnome? Talon, you're kind of tiny. Are you a part gnome?
Oh,
Talk about
that's
racist.
racist. That's
So
racist.
all small
listen,
creatures look the same to you.
I call it as I see it.
We all just look the same to you. I'm a halfling, thank you very much. We're way better looking than gnomes.
I won't tell Agnomeio you said that. Okay, so nobody else is a gnome. Okay, all right.
But I am going to try the door.
Can I try to come back through the door? Can I pop my head in? Like, what's taking you guys so long?
The
Come on.
door, there is no handle on your side of the door.
Yeah, it's not.
Oh.
Well, real quick,
Yep.
I bang on the door, and I just check. I do, Agnomeio, are you okay over there on the other side? We can't get through. We're gonna try.
Oh, yeah,
okay?
no, I'm good. These petroglyphs are rad. Very rad.
Okay.
And so
all right.
you do hear him on the other side. It's muffled, but you hear like so.
All right.
All right, so
All
Talon, you're gonna announce yourself.
Yes. So
All
I
right.
come up to the door, Booker by my side, and I'm knocking, and I'm saying, I'm Talon Creek, the historical voyager. I'm a halfling, and of course this is my sidekick Booker, the very good boy. And a mastiff.
The door opens for you,
Yes.
and
Wow.
Booker follows you through, and the door shuts behind you.
Oh, hello, puppy.
High five, Agnomeio.
Yes!
All right, what are the rest
Or
of you?
low five in our case, you know.
Well, but we're both short, so it's highs for us.
Yes.
All right.
Yes, it's all relative.
Okay, sorry. Anybody else?
Okay, well, I mean, I'm gonna try next. I'm just gonna speak to the door and say, announce myself. I am Alessio. Oh, Daffy, I'm sorry. Were you gonna try to go through? I see
Oh,
you.
no.
Yeah,
Alessio.
jump in there, Daffy. You gotta
Yeah,
talk over
Daffy,
these
you're right.
guys.
You're right in front of the door. Go for it.
Well, in a similar fashion, I will declare that I'm Daphne Sage Blossom, and I request access to this door because I have noble pursuits that I wish to pursue.
The door does not open.
Oh,
Oh.
Oh, for the
Please?
two elves.
Alessio, you
All
want
right.
to try it?
Oh, shit, is this door racist?
did I need to declare that I am
That's,
a wood
that's
elf?
all. That's all that you need to do to secure your thing. Just be racist. Traps be damned. Just don't let them through the door.
Yeah.
So
What if you guys say like friend of gnome or something, like traveler with gnome friend or something?
Well, I was gonna. Yeah. I'm gonna
so
approach
so
the door
Daffy,
here.
I want you to think about something. If you were a noble and you were being announced, what would that sound like?
So I think I missed the fact that I should have said wood elf paladin or something. That should have probably been in my description. So I missed that.
What are you saying?
Where I come from, I'm from Copper Groves. What else did I miss?
The door very slowly opens, and it lets you through.
Takes pity
I
on
was
me.
like, fine.
All right.
Are the verdant knights or whatever they
Yes.
are friends with gnomes?
Verdant Knights of the Ancients. Yes.
Yeah, that's it.
All right, Alessio, Knobolas, you guys are left in the room. What are you doing?
All right. I approach the door, and I say, "Oh, let me get closer. My name is Alessio Morte. I am in search of my father and my good friend Agnomeio, my brother in rapier who's behind this door. I also know your story from walking through this cavern. May I pass through to the other side?"
The door opens,
Hey,
And
my
closes
barbarian.
and Knobolas, you are left by yourself on the outside. What are you doing?
Again.
Can Knobolas try again?
Absolutely. It's just a door.
All right. It is just a door. All right. So all of his friends are gone inside. So Knobolas is gonna approach the door and just sigh. I am Knobolas Overholt. I come from nothing, I have nothing, and I'm just trying to seek the truth. May I please enter?
The door opens.
Damn.
Damn, dude, we gotta really
Wow,
convince
that
this
was
door.
deep.
Wonderful. Nice job. So you guys walk into this next room. There is nothing in here aside from the petroglyphs on the walls. As you enter, they begin moving and shifting, forming symbols that depict a single gnome running. He's running through the temple away from lizard folk. He picks up a small box and places it upon a pedestal, and then runs into another room.
Oh man! All right, so the room, the cavern is telling us a story. Every time we move forward, we saw the beginning of the story, which is a big attack. Now it looks like we're getting the rest of the story. This gnome, maybe, who kind of ventured away from the attack, made his way through with this box. Does this mean we're getting closer to the box? What's in the box?
I was just thinking it.
I had to say it. Everybody was thinking it.
Is there any?
Yep.
Oh, there's another door back here.
Oh my God! There's so many doors.
Anomio, do me a favor. Make a perception check real quick.
Sure.
And Alessio, you can help out.
14.
Not needed. So, up above.
Sorry.
That's it. No, it's okay. Actually, 14 as well. So on the far wall, the one just north of your head, you actually look up and you can see there's a number of holes in the wall pointing towards the door. And as you look closer, you see the tips of some arrows. There are crossbows on the other side of this wall, aimed at the door.
Ooh. Okay. Well, my brother and rapier, how good at you at the disarming crossbow traps?
Sorry, I wasn't clear. They're pointing at the door that you just came through, as if
through
ready to
that
shoot.
door.
Yeah, ready to shoot if somebody were to come through the door.
Oh well, that's good that we didn't get shot.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's better.
All right. So
I would say to the group, if you're in line of the arrows, either way, I would suggest you get out of the way of those arrows. in case we step on something, look at everybody moving. I love it.
Hug the wall.
Especially
Up the wall.
especially if you had to like convince the door twice.
Hey, come on now. Y'all didn't hear that. Y'all were in the other room.
no, actually, and that's a good point of clarification. They only heard your first failure. They didn't hear what you said that second time. The door muffled. So
Okay.
Good point.
I'm glad you clarified that. All right.
Yeah.
So I ask my brother and rapier here, Agnomeio, do you notice any other gnomish language on this door?
Oh, let's find out. I'm going to inspect this door very carefully for
Sure.
any sigils.
All right. Go ahead and roll perception. Since you said very carefully. Sorry, inspection. Inspect.
Inspection? Okay.
Yes. Thank you.
Or
Investigation is the word I was looking for. Yep.
Yeah. I
The,
really need
the
a
I
rest.
one.
12.
A 12. So you look very closely at the door. There's no gnomish inscription, but what you do see are some claw marks that would definitely fit what you've seen of the lizard folk. That's all you've seen.
Did he not lose his disadvantage by the short rest? Or is
No,
that
it's
a long rest?
a long rest will get rid of exhaustion. Yep.
We totally should have long rest. I'm sorry, man.
That's all good. I mean, I'm getting
long rest
by.
comes with its own risks if you're inside of
Yeah.
a dungeon.
Yeah, we're literally inside of an evil temple full of.
You would have taken a nice long
Murder.
rest by a big pile of junk. Let's see what happens there.
I don't know.
Knobolas will be right at home.
I
Yeah,
promise
right.
there's definitely nothing waiting for you inside of there. I promise.
All right, so let's do this. Agnomeio, why don't you back up since you're exhausted? Let me.
Thank you. Yes,
Let me check the door here for. Is the door locked?
So you try the door? Okay. So let me ask something only because I think our wording might not be perfect yet. Are you looking at the door for traps or are you just trying the door? I'm not leading, I'm just
Yeah. Oh no! Always looking at the door for traps first. That seems to
Okay.
be the case with every door.
All right, go ahead and so Agnomeio did not notice any traps, but he wasn't necessarily looking for them. So why don't you go ahead and roll investigation for me? Jesus, I keep saying inspection. I almost wonder if that's what it was called in a previous version or something.
Investigation.
Ugh.
Oh no!
I'm gonna risky whiskey that since I have to. Right?
Fantastic. Risky whiskey.
Risky whiskey.
God, this is so good. There you go.
What are you drinking, Jason?
Yeah.
I can't stop. So the amazing thing about this Springbank 10 is when you first try it, it's very malty.
Is that the Isla
It's,
barley? Or no, the
it's the local barley.
Local
Yeah,
barley,
local
that's what it is,
barley.
Yeah.
But that man, subtly the sherry, that sherry influence starts coming through with like burnt toast with raspberry jam, just like starts creeping up. It's so damn good.
The weird thing for me with this one is that there's actually there's very few whiskeys in the world that I would say are acidic, but there's like a slight acidic note on the finish of this one that's really, really cool.
Maybe that's why I don't like it, because I keep trying Springbank and I just cannot get into it. My friends keep trying to, but there's something funky about it that I just is not my jam.
Yeah, so that's
spend more money on it. Get the better ones.
Yeah.
Trust me, they have spent money on it. I think it's just not for my palate.
That's fair.
Yeah.
It took me a while to like it, so I'm gonna keep with the peated. I'm going to the black pits here for Irish.
Nice.
All right,
Cool.
So you
Okay.
you investigate the door. It does not appear to be trapped, and it does not appear to be locked.
Oh, all right. So so I slowly open the door, checking, kind of peering through, making sure there's nothing creepy, waiting on the other side.
Well, I can't say there's nothing creepy, but you do peer through, and there's a number of giant frogs sitting in the room, staring at you. None of them move,
Well,
but their little like lower jaw thing is just, yeah.
so
And
we're worried. Oh, and I see a pedestal.
yep, behind them
With
there's a pedestal with a small iron chest on top. And I think that's where we're gonna end our episode for tonight.
Yeah.
So now
we hear the frog saying Budweiser.
make a perception check for me. No.
I thought you were serious for a second.
Who speaks frog in the group?
I only speak toad.
Yeah, that's completely different. She's they
I love it.
they're actually they're I don't know, they're saying Milwaukee.
What's scary about frogs, though, guys? I don't know what's gonna happen next week, but frogs can be some of the most poisonous things ever. So,
But these are green. These aren't like crazy colors. So
I know the
that's-
multicolored frogs are usually the poisonous ones, but those rules do not apply in D&D.
That's true. That's
Fair
true.
point.
It's a whole different world.
Yeah.
All right, well, thank you everybody for joining us here tonight on Dungeons and Drams. I got it right this week. Be sure, if you're interested in some behind-the-scenes kind of content, check out the Patreon. It definitely helps us out a lot. I want to thank all of my players here for joining in tonight and having a great time. This was wonderful. I actually really enjoyed doing some of these riddles and puzzles for you guys. You totally nailed that gnome one like way faster than I expected. It was funny. I was actually
That was awesome.
I'm gonna take a quick aside here. I was laughing with my wife earlier today. I was like, I keep reading the best way to stump D&D players is give them like a second grade riddle. So the good news is I can make them way harder now.
Yeah. Well,
No.
See, I was looking for a whiskey name in there. I was like, is Dalmore in there or something?
All I found was coma. That was
Coma?
What I could find was
I
Oh,
spelled
coma.
dick, but I spelled it backwards, so I didn't get it.
Oh, Clifton.
I'm sorry.
All right. Well, thank you
Oh,
everybody
never
for joining us here tonight, and I hope you have a great rest of your night. Cheers.
Hey, cheers.
Cheers all.
Guys, join the Discord.
Cheers.
Join the Discord.
And the Patreon. Give